So basically, I'm just doing like a post after Marfoogle show. It's late. It's over here on the East Coast. It's 4:45 right now. So there might not be too many people. There might be a bunch of people because the show just ended, and they might all come over here. I called into a show. Usually, I don't like to use the name Marfoogle in the title, but I figured in this situation, at 4:45 in the morning Eastern time, that would be the way to get some people to come and watch a call-in show. But mind you, this wouldn't be our hey West Virginia, how you doing? Wow, I'll ask you later about what I was going to ask you. But I want to see how many people are here, and we're going to have a call-in show. I have news I can go over, like I normally do, but I'm basically just looking to do anybody that wants to call in, anybody that couldn't call in to the other shows. Please feel free to call in, please. And the thing is with me, since I'm a smaller channel, I'm able to do it with less viewers and less. I don't have to do a 5-minute rule because I'm a small channel. So you can kind of explain your point in a long way if you want. We encourage you to try to keep it tight, but you can explain yourself in the short. Does anybody want to call in? The phone lines are open. I'm going to put the phone number right in the chat. So let's see. So let's see the chat. Oh wow! All of my mods seem to be in the hospital. Wow, Angel Eyes. Wow, I hope you're doing better. So sorry to hear that. Is everything well? I'm not going to ask any specifics, but are things looking better? Yeah, I basically wrapped up what I was going to finish on Marf. I basically wrapped up. I just basically wanted to say that, I think that honestly, when you look at the landscape right now, about like how it is as far as America first, it's made us strong. It's made sense, especially here domestically, but abroad it has caused some problems where we are no longer like that leading country that comes in and sets up a government, helps there'll be like a group of nations that have all kinds of the Paris Climate Accord. But you know what, a lot of stuff like that, the Paris Climate Accord, things like that, he was right not to go. That was BS, friggin' Kabbalah, alright, that type of stuff. Okay, let's be honest, that's what it was. Alright, it's ways of pushing their agenda. Now, however, things like Afghanistan, where, for instance, I was stationed, that for us to shed that much blood there, just like in Iraq, our boys shed so much blood over there just for these ISIS guys to come in and take it over, have Sharia law, and rape and pillage for years until they were finally taken out. By who? Not really by us. We dropped a couple good bombs that took out some high level targets, but really it was the Ruskies that did it. So, but that's Trump's policy, foreign policy. It's more so America first, and I like that. It's just there's certain little areas where you have to be careful, because there's always a consequence. There's always a opposite and equal reaction to every action, right? So if America first, well, that means, the rest of the world second, right? So when the rest of the world is second, they can feel it, they know it. And one of the biggest litmus tests you could do as far as where America stands versus their enemies would be the which type of missile defense system do they buy? Do they buy the S-400, or do they buy the Patriot missile system, or even our crown jewel, the THAAD? Now, one thing people don't know is that the S-400 actually, the Russian S-400 outperforms the THAAD, which is our best defense. It actually outperforms our defense missiles. So that's one reason people are buying them. The second reason, and there's less regulations and things like that. And whereas when you buy from the U.S., there's a lot of regulations. It's it's a whole process. It takes a long time. Whereas Russia, it's quick, no regulations. Boom, you got it. Now, also, so the Russian, the S-400, it can shoot various missiles at high altitude, meaning stealth bombers, surveillance. That is just we're talking so high in the air, it's unbelievable. The vast array of what they can do. This S-400. Now, don't get me wrong. The American, the Patriot, and especially the THAAD, they can do great things as well. They can do all the same things, just not as well and not as efficiently. That's the hard truth, and that's why people are getting the S-400. And our own ally, supposedly, I guess not anymore, India did it. Turkey is supposed to be a key ally. They got the S-400. Pakistan is supposed to be a key ally. They got the S-400. Why? And then all of a sudden, if you guys have been watching me the last few videos, you'll know that there was a meeting where it was, Iran, Russia, China, Pakistan, India, Turkey, all those countries. And they claim to be talking about Afghans' future defense, like they care. I mean, they actually do care, because they would love nothing more than for us to shed our American blood to take it back. Oh, guess who else they invited to the table? The Taliban, our enemy, my enemy. When I was in the military, that was my enemy, the Taliban. And they invite them to the table too. It's almost like a mockery in our face. Like, oh, you guys had your boys come and die for this? Alright, well, we'll take care of it. We'll decide. They get to decide the future of that country. Is that not messed up? To be honest, it pisses me off. It pisses me off. It really does. Is that not screwed up? Like I said, I love the America first. It's just in certain situations, you have to look at certain consequences and say, yes, America first, but we're not going to have our boys shed blood just to have it taken over and decided by friggin' Russians, Chinese, Iranians, people who scream death to America, alright? Friggin' Pakistanis and India, countries that claim to be allies and they were turncoats, alright? That's what they are. Pakistan and India, by the way, they're both nuclear capable nations, okay? These aren't we think of them as such trashy nations, because they are. I mean, look at their cities, it's a bunch of trash. They live off trash, but doesn't matter. Their government is nuclear capable, so they are a player at the table. They are sitting at that table, and so they had a meeting. And that meeting, it wasn't just about what they said it was about. The Afghan, setting up the Afghans' future and all that, security. Also, they made some key little remarks, as in, proclamation of peace. And this is the same time there were rumors of war. It's kind of weird. And now all of a sudden we get this Russian ship coming into Havana. Now this has happened before, but like I said, it was a spy ship during when Obama was down there talking to the Cubans. This time, it's a fresh off the assembly line, no joke, Admiral Gorshkov is the name. It's a stealth warship with its own defense missile system, which is probably a S-400, based off the S-400. All kinds of cruise missiles, and then all kinds of also communications, just like that spy ship. It has those types of communications as well. I mean, this thing was like just built. It's the latest and greatest thing, and that's what they send over here. And by the way, I looked at what it looked like. Do you remember that video where two ships almost collided? Well, like a U.S. ship and a Russian ship almost collided. Well, I looked at that, and you can see the back. It drops off, and there's like a area where the sailors kind of hang out, and that's exactly what's on this ship. So that's probably what it is, because I looked at where they went. They went around down Africa. They went up. And they ended up going to to Colombia, and then after Colombia they went to Cuba. And word is in Colombia they didn't get too far, but that they were talking to the Colombians, because without Colombia we wouldn't have a stronghold. See, at least Trump understood the power of having friends with South America. I mean, that's so close. He kept Colombia happy. They are our allies, so we get to use them as a base. But I'm telling you, the fact that nations are turning on us so quick shows you that their loyalty is more out of fear and necessity than it is an actual relationship. You know what I'm saying? I would say that we have a relationship with Britain. I would say we have a relationship with Australia. Those are countries that, even, of course, Canada. Those three countries. Oh, and the Saudis as well. We have a great relationship with them. But that can change in a blink of an eye. So those are basically our big allies against all those countries I named. Every single one of them nuclear capable. China, Russia, Iran. Well, they're not yet, but that's the whole word, right? They're gonna be. Iran, Turkey. I'm not sure about Turkey if they're nuclear capable. Another word, I think they might be. And then Pakistan, India, they are. So we're going against all that. And then right as the Russian warship comes down into Cuba, I mean, it's almost like identical. Some of the details, all this, to the Cuban Missile Crisis. If you saw my last video, if not, I suggest you guys check it out. It's a very good video. If you saw that video, you'll see that this is very similar as far as how they kind of came in, and let me look at chat. Because what I was getting at is, as soon as they came in, a Chinese ship, their latest, greatest ship, went down to Australia. I was trying to use code words on the Marfoogle show, if you had watched that and they're coming from there. But it was kind of hard to, so I'm just trying to basically say it again without the code words, because I don't really censor myself that much. Although I talked to Dex and he told me some interesting points, and I might have to be more careful, because I don't care if it prevents monetization. I don't care about that. Monetization, out of all my videos, I made $9. Out of all my super chats, I made $0, except for $4.99 that one of my mods sent to make sure that it works. No one's, you know what I mean? So it's I'm not like, it's not about money for me. It's about truth. And I'm not saying if it is about money to someone, it's not like I would like turn away money. I would love if somebody donated. It's just no one does, but I don't care. I keep going. So anyway, what it comes down to basically is, as far as YouTube goes, is that they will not share your video once they mark it like non-suitable, and they don't monetize it. It's almost treated like it's porn. So do you think when someone hits home, they're gonna show them a page of porn? No. So my videos are considered like porn, like in that category. So it's a very good way of describing it, and I might be toning it down in the future. Now that I know that, I thought it was just about money, and I've never gone to strike, and so I thought it was just about the money because they keep demonetizing every video, and then I challenge it, and then they re-monetize it. Then they, will monetize it, but days later, after all of the views already happened, and all the views happened in the first 2 days. Anyways, besides all that, you guys aren't here for that. You guys are here about the other stuff. But I think I just bring that up. So basically, I am worried because you have to put yourself in their shoes. All right, for how long has America been kind of bossing around the world, right? Well, it's come to a point where we have a strong military, and we are going to continue to build that strong military. It's going to actually even increase each year how much we're putting into the defense budget, which is ridiculous. What is it? What was it? 798 $798 or something like that. It's crazy. $798 billion. It's amazing. Put all that into your military, and so then next year and the year after, especially if Trump wins again, which he's gonna. You can tell he's gonna. You can tell the side that's laughing and happy and gathering and they actually have talking points. The Democrats have nothing. Like I've said this on this channel before. The only chance they have, and it's funny, I said this before he even announced he was running, is, to be honest with you, you need a big personality, somebody who can kind of zing them sometimes. It would be Jon Stewart. That's the world we've come to. But if you guys know Jon Stewart from The Daily Show, he would be the best chance the Democrats have to win. All these other politicians, forget about it. They have no chance. And Jon Stewart announced he's running for president. First, he called them out about the 9/11 victims. Now, he's going and trying to help out all these vets that aren't getting help. And I commend that. Alright? Just because I'm a Trump supporter doesn't mean that I can't recognize good. And this guy would be a good candidate for the Democrats. It would actually be nice. We always have it's like the lesser of two evils. Wouldn't it be nice to have an actual good election where you have two good candidates? I mean, I have to stick with Trump because you never know, what's behind Stewart, what's his motives, But he'd be a good candidate in my opinion, and I think he'd be their best chance. We'll see if time proves me to be a genius or a fool. Time has a way of doing that. So I'm going to check out chat. What do you guys get going on? Nobody's called. Right? No phone calls. My phone going? So that's my little spiel. I know it's really late, and I'm surprised. Wow, I'm surprised how many people are here. Alright, so does anybody want to call in? If not, I can pull up some stuff. I'm going to put the phone number in again. I know it's late. This is your chance, The floor will be yours. Einstein's mom, you're right, nobody does. But Jon Stewart just entered, and he's standing out. Like, what he did for those 9/11 guys, where he was, like, yelling at the Congress, and, like, now he's yelling at them again about not helping veterans. And he's legit going in front of Congress and screaming at them, and getting, like, hundreds of people applauding behind him. Like, he's like, not just talking, he's doing. He's going into Capitol Hall. You know, like, I think that he'd be a great candidate for them. I don't want them to win, but, you know, it's best for America. When you have two good candidates, that's best for America. Yes, Suzy Q. Yes, I felt that way as well. Now, that could be Suzy Q. Is it okay if I said what you said? Well, it's in chat. Everyone can see it. So she said, "Hey everyone, anyone else feeling very unsettled today?" And I had that feeling today as well. It's funny she said that. You know, it's funny because there's a lot going on with 5G. I'm actually working on a video right now about 5G. There's a lot going on with 5G, depending where you live. And I know, Susie, I know you live in the New England area, let's say, close to me. So we experience similar things, and it could be part of 5G, or it could be part of the potential impending war. It's like World War III is like all the chess pieces are starting to move into place. Like all that preparation that haven't talked about on Marfoogle for the past year was not fake. You know, there really was all this stuff moving across the country, but that's preparing for a potential war just in case. But now it's like worst case scenario is happening. But at the same time, we're doing great in other ways. So I don't know. I just worry that we are very divided as a nation right now. And when you're divided, you guys all heard the term, like, you know, divide and conquer. You know, I mean that's how most empires go down. How you doing, Dana? Welcome. Mods, if you could welcome people, that'd be great. I appreciate you coming here, Dana. I just, I don't know if you want to do the playback, but I just basically kind of explained without the code words what I was saying, and added a little bit more as far as what I was saying on the show. And also, this is a call-in show. Anyone to call in, please, but nobody's calling. Thank you, Einstein's mom. I appreciate that. Yeah. So, yep. So, if nobody's gonna call in, I can go over news. I got some great news that I've been looking at. Oh no, West Virginia. I understand. Not you. I'm surprised Brian didn't call in. Okay. So this is some of the information, by the way, on that. I just did a video on it, so alright. What But you know what the thing is? You know what? All my material, it's for the next show. That's the thing. We can check breaking news and see what's going on. We can just play it by the fly. I mean, it's very, very late right now. It's 5 in the morning. Oh yeah, and the Democrats debate. I forgot. I didn't watch it. So let's see, how did they do? Who won it? I don't know if any of you guys even bother watching this thing. I bet you she was the winner and he was the loser. I bet you that. So, Mayor de Blasio did good. Tim Ryan did not do well. Castro did well. I know Booker did horrible. Wow, so I guess Cory Booker was one of the best, maybe the best of the night. But you know what? Can you really trust this crap? And plus, like, honestly, like, to some of us, now, Elizabeth Warren, I live in Massachusetts, I'll tell you, she's tough. She's a tough lady. But that Pocahontas thing will follow her. Oh, she's leading in polls over everybody? So she didn't do anything drastic and kept her lead over everyone else. Oh, Bernie. Oh, okay. Beto O'Rourke said the pinata for several other candidates at Blasio challenge events. I'm sorry if you already saw this, I'm just curious. Unless somebody wants to call in. I can't believe no one's called in. Well, it makes sense. It's 5:13 a.m. Oh, so Beto O'Rourke had a tough night. Oh, wow, Klobuchar had a bad night. I'm surprised. I think she's kind of intelligent. Gavin. Oh. So she did okay. Pretty good. Jay Inslee. It was like he was invisible. Maryland, John Delaney. So he hasn't got much national exposure, but now he finally got it. And he used it well. So who knows? He might be someone coming out of nowhere. Just like my prediction, Jon Stewart. I know it sounds crazy, but in order for them to beat Trump, they have to be smart. They have to pick somebody that has a big personality like Trump. Seriously, that's what they have to do. They have to pick somebody that has a big personality like Trump. And I think Jon Stewart's that guy. I really do. I mean, read what he's been up to lately. In the past 2 weeks, what he's done. He's been in front of Congress yelling at them, getting applauses. Even some of the Congress were applauding as he's yelling at them. So 116 here. Where are you? No, not Hawaii. Alaska? You have to be, because I was stationed in Hawaii, and I know what time it would be, depending on the time of the year, but it would never be 4 hours. You must be Alfred Phillips I'm talking about. You must be Alaska. That's all I can think of. Are you in Alaska? Because I can't think of any other land. Because Hawaii would be an hour later, or even 2 hours later, depending on the time of year. Yeah, exactly, Susie Q. And I think a lot of people are gonna see that in there. Oh yeah, he did. He shamed them. I mean, it's stuff like that. Like in the world we live in today, where everything's clickbait, everything's sensationalized. That those are the type of candidates who are going to win. That's why Donald Trump won. Also, I think there was a little bit more to the whole Donald Trump thing, but I think that it was a planned thing because they saw what Obama was doing to this country. Obama almost ruined this country, and Hillary would have finished the job. Like intelligence now has solid evidence so that they know for a fact. In fact, they knew during his presidency. There's a reason his code name was Renegade. So yeah, I'm gonna put the phone number in again. Listen, guys, you don't have to be shy. You know what I mean? I'm not expecting you guys to call in and know everything about everything. I just want you to call in, give a view about anything. It could be about something that we talked about. It could be a view about something you've been thinking about. 414. Yeah. So you're in, the Midwest. Whatever that is, it's the Midwest. Oh yeah, huge turnout. It's gonna be almost impossible to beat Trump. I'm just saying, if there was ever a chance, it has to be somebody with a big personality that can almost match Trump, because he has a huge presence. Just his personality alone, it's amazing. He's loved by so many in the country. Oh wow, I thought Kansas would be, you must be like right on the line of Central and Mountain. But yeah, who was it that said at a different time? 115. I forget who it was. Let's see. Alright, well, if nobody's going to call in, let me do a plug. So just so you guys know, I'm going to be doing a show tomorrow, and then a show tomorrow night. It's going to be, I've been working on the show for a little bit, not so much like the video and all that, the editing, no, just the research, because it's just a lot to research in that subject that I'm going into. It's a very interesting subject. It's just when I talk about something, I never want to say something that's not fact. And if you go back to my videos, when I talk about something, I only talk about what's fact. Now, I will give an opinion, but I'll say this is my opinion. You know, so differentiate the two. So okay, well I'm not okay from Oklahoma, North Carolina. All right. Oh yeah, I love North Carolina. I have a real good friend from the military from there. And they used to visit them all the time. New research suggests that Earth lost 9.6 trillion tons of Arctic sea ice and glacial glaciers. With all this ice melt, why is my northern area not affected from floods? So basically, I think the point he's making is, with that much 9.6 trillion tons of Arctic ice and glaciers, with all this, with all that melting, and he lives. Oh, Alfred, you're the one that was I right? You live in Alaska. See that now it makes more sense. Just because when you put the time, I was like, it has to be Alaska. It's not Hawaii. It's not West Coast. It's Alaska. So yeah, he lives in Alaska, and no flooding, nothing. But then again, you never know. I mean, because you have to think, it is so cold up there, the ice goes down, 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 down. So, for it to melt enough that it starts rolling down into Alaska, it might have to be more. Although 9.6 trillion tons sounds like a lot to me. And he's in northern Alaska, northwestern. On the Arctic coast. Wow. Oh yeah, the middle of the country is getting all the flooding, however. Those of you in the middle of the country, how's it going? How did the storm go? I got Dana, we are getting all the flooding here. Had 9 inches in an hour in one night. And today was their first day of relief with no rain. Yeah, the Midwest is flooded. Yeah, and the farmers have lost all their crops. So, this is a suggestion. Now, we all say to prep, and yeah, it's good to prep. I totally recommend prepping. But a lot of us slack on the prepping, right? I slacked at first. I was like, alright, I'll do it. But now, as I see things lining up, and us making moves, and them making counter moves, and counter moves, I'm like, something might go down. So, basically, what I started doing was buying all these canned foods, buying a bunch of water. Although I did get like the waters, but you're not supposed to get that, just so you know. I just got that. We use it anyway around the house, because that plastic will melt. It's like a chemical, and over time it'll get into the water, and that's no good. That's like poison. So what you want to do is get like a filter. There's different kinds. You can see all kinds of information on that. Rich from Boston was talking about that. John X Army was talking about that. Marfoogle was talking about that. Face It Fearless, who is Shauna, like the old Shauna from Marfoogle Shauna. She's now Face It Fearless. She talks about that. Just like basic stuff. Alright? You don't have to go too nuts, because if you have to go mobile, what are you going to grab? Your water filter. Those canned goods are going to be a hell of a time, so you grab what you can. Grab some peanut butter, some canned goods, and it just depends. Everybody's situation depends. We all have different family dynamics. So NASA government not telling us there's golden asteroids that pass through our planet. Here's a call. Hello? Oh yeah, one second, I was making sure it's a real call. Sometimes I get prank calls. Alright. Hi, this is the Red Pill News Dispensary.
Yes, this is Melissa. I'm calling from Rhode Island, and I wanted to ask your logo, is it a penis and testicles, or is it a pill?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question? I didn't...
I said, is your logo a penis and testicles, or is it a pill?
Oh, my logo?
Yeah, penis and testicles, or pill?
No. Yeah, I never thought of that. It does look like that, huh? It's supposed to be a microphone.
This looks like a penis and a...
It does look like that. I never thought of that. It looks like a penis and some balls.
You're a fucking stupid nigger. You ever thought about that?
What is up with this? Why do people call me that word? Why is that? Hold on. Would you want to see my face? You want to see my face? First of all, that's rude. First of all, listen, woman, that's rude, okay? Calling in, stupid, and saying that word. Why is it? What is going on? Is this like the Proud Boys or something? Is this like the Proud Boys? Like I'm military served. I've done, you know what I mean? I've done so much for this country, and you're gonna call in and say that to me? What's your problem with me? What's your problem with me? What are you saying? Hi, listen, you're in Rhode Island, so please tell me you have a boyfriend. Put him on the phone, because guess what? You're close enough where I can go beat the bag out of you, man.
I understand that you're a Marfoogle wannabe.
Marfoogle wannabe? You better check my resume, check my history, because you know what? Like, if things go too far with Marfoogle, I'm not a Marfoogle wannabe, alright? If I were you, I would check into my history before you say that. Because you know how stupid you sound? Alright, you know how stupid you sound? Me and Marfoogle have finally come back to terms and are now friends again. Okay? Put it that way.
You want to have 2,000 viewers like him. You want to have every day like Marfoogle. You're a wannabe.
Listen, I'm not a wannabe, okay? I do what I do. Alright? I do a whole different thing. I have a whole different perspective. I was in the military, I had a top secret clearance. Yeah, shut the fuck up. It's the same fucking people. You guys are the same people with the same sound effects. You don't want to listen to truth, alright? It's all real. I've been vetted, top secret clearance, all that. Cryptologist, yeah. Look at these people with the fucking sound effects. You know what? Hey, listen. Hey, listen, you little fucking foul-mouthed bitch. I know you don't have a dad. I know you grew up without a father, so you're having trouble. Alright? Because nobody who grew up with a father would act like you. Alright? So go ahead, find your boyfriend who's acting like your daddy, so I can beat the bag out of him. Shut up. I don't feel comfortable like talking shit to a girl. So listen, hey, get back on the pole and shut the fuck up. Because I'm not talking to a female. I'm not going to have an argument with a female and start like saying things. So just get back on the pole you belong and think about your daddy and where he is. Fucking loser. So tired of these fucking, it's like the Proud Boys or something like that just keep calling my show. I'm getting tired of it. Now I have to edit that all out. Now I have to edit this whole fucking part. I have to edit it all out. They just, like I'm a military veteran, everything. And they call me as him, I'm a Marfoogle wannabe. I like Marfoogle, but it's like, I mean, anyone who's been kind of around knows that, there's been some friction and stuff, but, in the end, I do like him. But I'm not a wannabe. I have my own path that I take, my own way of doing things. But I just don't feel comfortable yelling at a girl like that. But I'm getting sick of it. I'm getting sick of there's someone from Wyoming, they're always calling in every night saying the N-word. It's like, why am I a N-word? I don't understand. Because I because the one rule, I always say, listen, there's no censorship. You can say whatever you want. You can even say bad things about me in the chats and stuff. Except I don't want no racist stuff. No like, oh, Jews, and N-word. I don't want that. And that's what I don't want. I don't know if it's because of that. I don't know what it is. But it's like they want to call in and call me that word, which makes no sense. It doesn't apply. And it's just wrong anyways. It's still wrong. They're not saying it like, like the kid, like white kids today say the N-word, like freely without getting their ass kicked somehow. But they say it in like a loving way. It's just it makes no sense that they do that without getting their ass kicked. I'm gonna call her back offline. I'm sick of this. I'm calling it. It's been like this has been going on night after night. What it does is it ruins the show. Like I have to edit the show, but by the time I'm done editing and stuff, it's been watched by so many people that like nothing counts, and then they don't promote the show. And any show where I get a call like that, it'll just get the viewers that I get that are viewing right now, and that's it. And people who actually search me. And the Red Pill News Dispensary is a lot to search. So I'm getting sick of it. It might come to the point where I'm not gonna do comedy shows anymore. I'm sorry guys, but I'm gonna have to like edit this whole show out. I can't take calls anymore. And maybe that was their mission, but I'll find a way around it. And trust me, I'm gonna handle these people. I'm just gonna, I know how to do certain things, but as far as like really fucking with them, I can fuck with her if that's her real phone. But the thing is, I've been noticing they've been calling from all these different states, Wyoming, now Rhode Island. She didn't sound like she was from Rhode Island. Rhode Island accents are close to mine, but a little bit different. A little more like Italian sound to it. With less like the but like it's a similar accent. She didn't sound like she was from Rhode Island. Rhode Island, one was from Texas, one was from Wyoming, one was from Virginia, and there was one more. I can't think of it right now. I can find it in the phone. So how can they be calling me from all those different numbers? And a lot of them just sound like one person. I mean, I know there's some capabilities you can call from different states. You get some app and it shows up as a different state. I've heard something like that. So it's probably something like that. And maybe that's his girlfriend. I don't know. Or maybe she's a copycat. But what is it with calling me the N-word? I don't understand. Why? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Is it because of how I talk? Everybody in well, I shouldn't say that. It's all yuppies now. But anybody who's born and bred in Boston, like real Boston, talks like this. It's just not that many of us left. They pushed us all out of the city. They made rent $5,000 a month. Ridiculous. I'm lucky to even be living where I am, to be honest with you. Oh man, I want to call her back. So, guys, I'm sorry. Boston. I'm from Boston. No, they don't hurt my reputation. No, they could never hurt my reputation, Susie Q. But thank you for that. No, I'm highly decorated vet. It's just, I'm just not DC. I'm just curious. Because it's all being edited anyway, so I don't care. Red Pill News Dispensary.
You fucking nigger.
Yeah, now they call from a different area code.
You air out.
Get back on the pole, you fucking cunt. And and they know I have a temper. So I don't understand. It's like some kind of coordinated thing, where because she's doing the same thing the guy was doing, and how is they now they're calling from rent sky high. Yeah, the rent is sky high. But she just called from Rhode Island. Now she just called from a DC number. He the other day called from Wyoming. Then he calls from a Virginia number, and then West Virginia was the other one, and then Texas. All these different numbers. All these different numbers. So I'm starting to get pissed off. And when I get pissed, usually I flip out. It's a female. I think it's a female. It could be a 13-year-old boy. She kind of sounds like a 13-year-old boy. And like, it's kind of sad though, right? Like, hold on. You know what? Fuck this. You know what? The rest of this show is going to be, has to be edited anyway. So let me call this bitch.
Your call is being forwarded to a short call voicemail system. Cam Kylie, he's in a meeting. Please leave a message at the tone.
Good to get a name. Get your name, bitch. Now you're done. Now you're done. Fucked up. She's fucked up. This dumb bitch. She's gonna call and talk all this. She's gonna call and have a real name on a voicemail. Well, let me make sure I got that right. If everyone wants to listen. What's that name?
Your call is being forwarded to a short call voicemail system. Cam Kylie, he's in a meeting. Please leave a message.
Sam Kylie
You may hang up
or Cam Kylie? I'm not sure about the spelling though. Either Sam Kylie or Cam Kylie. Yeah, or a teenage boy. Oh look, now Charleston. Let me show you guys. Let me show you guys. Call back. Go ahead, you loser. And they're from, by the way, West Virginia. They're from the 304 West Virginia. Oh, they're not from there, but they're using that number. Now this is what blows my mind. When I call that number, it says the number has been disconnected. And they call me from that number. So they're like, they might be like computer nerds too. Who knows? But I'm getting sick of it. And it's going to get to the point where I'm not going to be able to have a call-in show without talking to a tech guy. But I do have capabilities where I'm gonna hunt them down. But I know that they're not using real numbers. I don't think. But I bet you one of the times they do. Alright, call back. I want you guys to call back. You want to talk shit? Let's talk shit. Alright, if anyone doesn't like hearing that stuff, block your ears, because it's about to happen. I'm getting fucking pissed. You know, I try to like do a show at this hour. I'm a single dad of a 2-year-old little girl. You know, I think like, you know, I'll do a show after Marfoogle, and you know, I have a 2-year-old little girl, and she's gonna be up any second. Usually she's up around like 6 to 7. Fucking cunt. Hello?
You're an idiot.
Shut the fuck up, alright? Shut the fuck up. Who the fuck do you think you are calling my show? You got no fucking life? You're up at this hour. You're up at this hour. No, listen to me. Let me talk. I let you talk. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and let me talk. Let me talk. You are up at this hour, okay? You are so pathetic that you have nothing better to do than to call in to a small channel with 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, use sound effects. That's real cool because you can't use your voice because you're too fucking stupid. Good, yeah. Use your sound effects. You use sound effects. Yeah, good. Yeah, you use sound effects because you're not intelligent enough to actually talk to me. You dumb bitch. See, the thing with these people, they have nothing better to do with their lives. I'm a channel with 1,000 subscribers, and she's calling me. You're calling me because you have no fucking life. You have no, and then she's not intelligent enough, or this teenage boy is not intelligent enough. You're a teenage boy or girl, I don't know what. Yeah, and then they hung up because they know they can't like talk to me. They can't. You could never like actually like you don't have any intelligence. You just friggin' like you have nothing better to do. You're like a child calling me, playing sound effects. I'm tired of it. But guess what? It's not just this one. It's other shows as well, where like some grown ass, like an older guy, you can tell by his voice, is calling, and he says the same thing. Hey, Nick, the N word, you know. And I don't know if that's like a. I know it's like a hacker thing. They say like fag and N word, all that. But you know, that's my only rule: is no racial, no Jew, none of that. Okay, none of that. It's my only rule because it's very divisive. I don't like that. Okay. What you know, doesn't mean like on your own time or whatever. Even on my own time, I say whatever I want. It's just in a public forum like this, none of that. I don't want anyone feeling secluded. Like this is the 21st century. If you want to talk about the cabal and things like that, yeah, let's do it. Actually, have an intelligent conversation. Let's do it. I am getting so fucking pissed off. I'm so sick of this. And guys, anyone who just joined, this isn't how the show normally goes. I just thought I'd do a nice show, and all of a sudden, you know, I'm getting all these. I've been getting them for a while. You know, they don't want me to get this information out or something. I don't know what the motive is, but I've been like hands-on as far as. Yeah, I know. I am gonna do that from now on, but I just wanted to like, you know, like let her know like who she was dealing with. But you know, it's just I was talking to Susie. You know, it's just ridiculous, and you know, I would you know, does anyone want to actually call in? Because if not, you know. So I don't know. Is this one of you guys? If not.
I'm a 24-year-old woman from Australia.
You don't have an Australian accent.
What? I have a southern accent. Oh, do you like girls with southern accents?
You don't have an Australian accent, I said.
Okay, but you understand there's people in your chat calling me a kid, and I'm 24 years old.
Are you the one who's been calling?
I'm about to play a bundle of sound effects for you to listen to.
Yeah, alright. Well, I'm not going to listen to them. So,
I'm not going to play them.
Huh? You're pathetic. You're even more pathetic. I thought you were a child. So that makes so she's saying she's a 24-year-old woman from Virginia. That's even more pathetic. But you know what? I still don't believe you. You still sound like a little boy. So I still think you're a little boy. But if you are what you claim you are, that's pathetic. Like really, you're up at 5:30 in the morning. We know you're not going to work. Like let's be honest, you're not going to work. And you know you're just like you're just basically calling into a show and basically just like ruin it. I'm not flipping out. I didn't flip out, right? I handled that. I'm good. I'm gonna have to cut a lot of this show, and that sucks. Oh, it's a number scrambler? Truth movement? Oh wait, I gotta start reading truth movements. Susie Q, what did Susie Q say that was so bad? I say she was deleted. Oh wait, let me look at truth movement. Wow. Number scrambler, huh? Okay. Yeah, it was like Sam Kylie or Sam Kylie or something like that. Or Cam. I'm believing Sam. And she claims that if she's, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't put much stock in what she says, or this little boy says. But 24-year-old female from Virginia. But it's alright. I'm gonna do my own research too. But thank you, Truth Movement, and thank you for this information. We're talking about like important stuff, and they say like the highest ones. Portland was up there in the top 10, but like the top 3 were Manhattan, Boston, San Francisco. It's ridiculous. In fact, actually, but they're passing a bill that they're not allowed to just like go with the market like they are now and just make this rent sky high and basically force everybody that is from Boston out of Boston. That's what they did. They forced everybody out. Unless you owned your home, which, I mean, in certain like neighborhoods, like, the tougher neighborhoods, now you gotta call it in Richmond, Maine. If that ever happens. Little boy, you really need to get a life. You should be doing, shouldn't you be doing something else? And if you're a 24-year-old female, what are you doing listening to my channel, calling me with a friggin' number scrambler? That's all, yeah. She has nothing to say. She has nothing to say now. So, alright guys, I'm sorry, but I have no choice but to end the stream. I mean, there's not going to be anything of value happening. If none of you guys want to call in, and I understand it's like extremely late, like it's basically like stop my day. It's like 6 in the morning. So, anyways, guys, stay tuned. I have some great videos coming these next couple of days. I hope you guys check them out. If you are new here and you're just watching this video, this is a first. Actually, it happened once before where we had like prank calls and stuff, but not like this. So this is like a first. So please don't think this is the way the channel is. I give prepared content. I have guests. All kinds of stuff. We we cover everything. Even one of the topics I'm thinking about is like this generational thing where for some reason, like even my generation, like the millennials, like I guess officially I'm a millennial, but I'm like the last year, I'm like the oldest of the millennials. Otherwise I would be what's that, Gen X? No. Yeah? Gen X? I don't know. I'm like the last year of millennials. As far as like, I'm like the oldest year for millennials. And not happening. Hey, little boy. We entertained you for a little bit. Not happening. In fact, I'm blocking your shit. I should block them all. But yeah, all kinds of stuff. You guys will love it. So I apologize for the way things turned out towards the end. But you know what? This might be edited out anyways, and hopefully I'll make it so it's good. So basically, hey, when you're looking for truth, and it seems like everywhere you look on YouTube, everywhere you look on the mainstream media, you feel like you're getting lied to. If you want the truth, you come here and get your Pez at the Red Pill Dispensary. Alright guys, thank you for everybody who subbed. Thank you to everybody who is always here and always sticks by me. And thank you to this little boy for showing me that, there's people in this world that have nothing better to do. And that's why you have to remember, like, if a troll said something to you online, you can't get that upset, because it's somebody like that with no life. You know, she really is a 24-year-old female from Virginia. She has no life. She's on some small channel, calling. She just say crazy shit. Say, oh, I'm a wannabe Marfoogle. Well, anybody who knows anything about me knows that, like, that's not the case. I like Marfoogle, but me and Marfoogle have kind of butted heads. But in the interest of, you know, like, what's right, we ended up making up, and, you know, I really like him, you know, and I know he likes me too. And that's it, you know, there's nothing more to it. But it's not a wannabe Marfoogle. I've been doing my thing, and I do a totally different style. Totally different. To each his own. You know? For her to try to sum me up like that, it's just disrespectful in my opinion. Disrespectful. I believe veterans should get more respect than that. Anyways, like I said, I want you all to have a good night. God bless. And again, like I said, when you're looking for your Pez, come to the Red Pill Dispensary. Alright guys, have a blessed night, huh? That was a bad salute. It's been a few years. Alright guys.